Hello viewers, this is Real Life Talk Show brought to you by Ericom TV. Today, we are going to talk about the age difference between a man and a woman. Is it really necessary? You may have your views out there. Your host, Ohima Sewa, is here to talk about it with her panel. Please continue to comment, like, and share our video. Very, very important to us. We have here Mr. John Metal and Miss Patience Afro Scott. Gentlemen and ladies, you're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, as I said earlier on, our topic for discussion is, does age difference really matter in a relationship? Does age difference really matter in a relationship? You've met a man or a woman, you are in love with a person. The person might be older than you, maybe 10, 15 years as a lady, or even on the other side as a gentleman. The difference would be maybe 5 years, 10 years, 4 years. Is it really necessary? What's your opinion on that? To start with that.
To the couple in the relationship, no, it doesn't matter. But you have to understand that the world that is we are in is evolving, and one of the days when a man of say 65 years can marry a young girl of 18 years and then they can live. Later on, the man is going to age, and then the wife is going to be like a daughter taking care of the man. So it wouldn't matter to those that are in the relationship. But what I would say is that you have to consider that the future term, a long-term effect of the decision that you are taking at the time you want to decide. Yes, love can blind you and all of that. Someone will say it doesn't really matter. Age is just a number, like the old cliche you have said. But you have to take every development that comes along into consideration. What am I going to do when this man is old and is bedridden? I have to be taking care of him. I'm going to put my job on the line. What do I have to do? I have to leave everything that I'm doing and then come and babysit him like a baby. I have to take that into consideration. So we'll say 5 to 10 years is fine, but above it, no, I don't think it's.
I mean, what's your opinion about that? Age difference. You meet a woman, she's far older than you, maybe 10, 5 years.
Well, Ohima, what I'm going to say is that for me, I don't see it to be so much a problem. Just she said something and I agree with her. It's between the couple or those who are in the relationship. And we have heard several instances where either the woman is young, getting married to an older man, or maybe the vice versa.
Okay.
So, just like what she was saying, you have to think about the long term, that whatever problems that comes with it, you are ready to accept.
We will talk about the problems. So, in this situation, how would you convince your family? You're in love with the person. In our society, it is not accepted. It is not accepted. So how will you convince your family, this is the woman I love, this is the man I love? This is the woman you love, I want to spend the rest of my life with. How will you convince your family?
It's going to be difficult. It's just going to be difficult because as in Ghanaian setting, getting married is like bringing two families together. You see, and there is not like the Western countries where you are 18, you are out, you can go and do your own thing, and nobody is bothered. You can come back to the house, come and say hello to your mom or your dad, you are gone. But in the Ghanaian settings, you marry two families together. And bear in mind that if you should go your way, and it's very difficult for you to convince them, you should go your way and do your own thing. If you should find yourself in trouble.
So does it really matter? Do you really need the blessings of your family or your parents in your marriage?
Well,
considering the age difference.
I want to comment.
Okay.
You see, our elderly people have it that you understand? Your mom and dad probably may have been together for as long as you were born. So their opinion, their blessings matter.
Nothing.
You don't take that for granted. So whatever they have an opinion, they have a say, whatever decision that you will make. So you have to take them into consideration when you're making that decision. Would my mom agree? Would my dad agree? If not, how will society judge me? I'm not saying you should.
So in this case, you know very well your parents will not agree. How do you know
Well,
about it? You know very well.
in that instance, I want to look at how long is the man older than me. Sorry, how many years is he older than me?
So if it's
I want to
25
know that.
years or I have seen 30 years
Oh.
difference.
25 years.
Even recently in Nigeria, a young lady got married to one of this.
Yeah.
How do you call it? The age difference, I think it's almost 40 years.
It's you see sometimes the intentions of one partner who wants to get married to someone at that particular age.
But don't you think it could be genuine? It could be genuine. Maybe genuine love.
I wouldn't say it's genuine. We all have our expectations. I'm telling you, even if you are not too older than the other party, you have your reasons, you have your expectations. Maybe you set a high bar. This is what I want to expect in this man. This is how I'm looking at us in 10 years or 5 years. You know what you are picturing. So at that juncture, you wouldn't mind the age difference. All you want to see is the goal that you've put ahead of you, that I want to be able to achieve this, or pay the person's status or his caliber. I know that if I live with this man for the next 5 years, if I don't get the car, I'll be able to build a house for my mom. I'll acquire so and so.
So does it mean you are going in to marry that person because of personal material things?
Exactly.
It happens that way.
Yeah.
It happens that
It
way.
happens.
It
So
happens that way.
that is where I was coming to. That the motive you have that you want to get married to a woman who is older than you, maybe like 25 years, or maybe a man who's older than you 25 years. What motive? Are you really sure?
Sometimes,
I mean, us considering the long term.
Sometimes on the other side, the man might be younger compared to the woman. Maybe 20, 15, 10 years difference. But yes, though, the man is also willing to marry the
Let me
woman.
touch on that. I wouldn't rule out the fact that love do exist no matter the age difference. I've seen. I wouldn't squash the notion entirely that it's forbidden or it's impossible that a vast difference of that age in a relationship can ever survive. Okay, because love is strong. Okay, the bond is strong. If you can have certain feelings for this person. Maybe it's empathy, maybe it's compassion, maybe it's something that the man does that you like, even though he's maybe 25 years above and older than you and all of that. But then you find some sort of connection with this person. You feel something. And if you
so
are
how
a
would
lady,
society believe this?
well, at that point in time, I would
do
say
you
that
have
it
to
is
be
your
looking at
life.
society or?
At that point in time, if you really know what you are looking for in this person,
You wanted
and
to
you
say
know,
something.
Well, I just wanted to divert a little bit from this. I was looking at whereby maybe, okay, I want to get married or in a relationship, then you are in maybe a certain level with your fiancé or your
Same
boyfriend.
level, same
Yeah,
level, maybe.
like as in age.
okay, age. same
Sometimes
age,
it turned out to be like
boring.
obia like I mean you can't even
There's no authority or something.
yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile we all know that I mean in the African setting man is the head of their house. You get it. But because maybe the age is not all that vast, so there is kind of like after all we are on the same page.
Is that your thinking? That is true.
That's why I was saying that I just want to divert it a little bit from whereby someone who would like to get married to this particular person at this vast age difference. You see, for what she was saying, I believe that sometimes for material gains, especially if the person, it could be both sides. It could be the woman, it could be the man who is well, I mean, made up, yeah, exactly, with maybe money or something. I mean, there's American guy, and is it Neil Kennan or something? Nick Kennan. I mean, got married to this musician, this lady.
She was much.
Yeah, the woman is much older than, and at the end, I mean, it didn't really go well. Yeah,
So does it really mean because of the age difference that is why the relationship landed that way?
Yeah, because
we in our, even in the world itself, there are a lot of divorces, not because of age difference.
Yeah, you
so
see,
does it really matter?
Age, you see, it will depend on the person, and but if we should bring it to our circle, let's say Ghanaian circle, well, society will say a whole lot. But when you asked, she was going to say something that it depends on the person.
Exactly.
I mean, how society is going to look at it. It's my choice. I want to get married to someone who is far older than me. Typical example, I think Kufuor and the wife.
It's not vast.
It's not
Same
vast.
as
I
Ajay
mean,
and the wife. It's not vast.
it's cool, but the fortune aspect also comes in, or people can start thinking that maybe
You are an opportunist.
exactly for getting married to that, because and the person will die, either the
And
person is
leave
going
the
to die.
business and everything for you guys.
Yes.
There's a saying that ahaban mono ete ena ahaban ya wants to ete. So with that aspect, age difference does it
Doesn't
really
matter.
does it really matter?
Marisa, it's very dicey. Okay, this I can see that we are not able to arrive at a fair ground for certain opinions, but that's because we have come to be so used to what society say on certain issues in our relationships. Okay, you know that society frowns on it, and so when you're going to do, you are even scared to go and accept a proposal from a man that is way older than you, older enough to be your father or your grandfather, because you know that they are going to chastise you. So you are so scared. But I'm not downplaying the fact that there could be love. There could be love in a certain relationship. That's what I'm saying from the beginning. It could be compassion, it could be what you have seen in the person that is making you fall in love. Yes, you can actually fall in love with someone that is way older than you without you thinking that
Okay,
it's my father.
I'll come back to you. Hi viewers, this is Real Life Talk Show. This is sponsored by Ericom Entertainment, an integrated marketing agency that provides one-stop solution for all your marketing communications problems. For your social media marketing, video production, digital marketing, photo shooting, and many more, you can contact them on 05000 78688. 05000 78688. And we need you enterprise. We need you enterprise is into delivery service, domestic services, and catering services. You can contact them on 0592 817781. 0592 817781. Let me continue with Pat. So, do you think, what are some of the challenges, or do you think such a relationship can last, or such marriages can last?
Well, it's dependent on how the physical stamina of whoever you are going for. Let's say, for instance, this person they are going to get is someone that really takes good care of themselves. Let me cite Uncle who is very old, but you see that he's very strong. You understand? So maybe you met Uncle Bo, say in his 40s, and then at the time you were 20. It's 20 years interval.
Okay.
And see how Uncle Bo is faring right now. He's doing good. You understand? So I don't think there is anything wrong with it. And I think that survival doesn't solely depend on what you call the love and everything. Everything comes to play. Okay. How the person takes it on himself. You don't think that I would just accept the person of a man that is too weak and is very feeble in his legs and all. I want to see what I'm going in for. I want to understand what I'm buying. Okay, so even if you are old and you are still fit, you are strong, you can perform and do all of those things. I don't mind. I don't mind how old you are.
So in this,
I still want to roll.
Yeah, depending on what you are saying.
Yeah.
For instance, looking at me, you might think I may be very like I'm a small girl, and you see me with somebody in his maybe 50s or something. what you have that impression that the difference is too much. So in this situation, how is it possible for you guys to celebrate your birthdays, and then maybe by the time you do that, people get to know that, oh, this lady is this or is even far younger than.
I wouldn't judge you because I'm not in your.
Let me hear from me.
Yeah,
You come back to.
Oh, for that one, I mean, it depends on them. If you want to, if you are celebrating your birthday and you want to, I mean,
But people
invite-
get to know that, oh, there's the age difference.
so they can decide to do it without maybe inviting, or you can also decide not to maybe put your age out there. That will depend on the couple.
Maybe friends will come. You have to have a birthday cake or something.
Well,
It's not necessary that you put your age 50
Yeah,
years on a
on-
cake or
on
something
it.
like that. It can always work out. It's
On it.
understanding.
But don't you think that can also encourage people who are really, because you realize that there are some people who are really in love, but because of the age difference, it's becoming an issue. So don't you think that could even encourage people to even, not knowing it's possible? Some people have done it before. Don't you think it's an example?
So are they those that are going to set a standard for us? This has happened time and time again. I believe that if my memory serves me right and I'm not disgracing my Sunday school teacher, I believe Abraham was, I think, 10 years older than Sarah.
I mean,
Yeah, 10 years
you
older
were
than Sarah.
saying
And
something,
you know
and
how it worked out. So I don't think, it doesn't matter. If you really want something, I think you have to fight tooth and nail for it. You don't have to listen to what people are saying. If your family disagrees, then you know how to deal with the matter. You know how to speak with them. Say, give me the opportunity, give me the chance to go. If I sink this ship, then you have every right to disagree. Should I bring another person? But please allow me. Let me test this love. Don't deny me my happiness in the name of he's older than you and all of that. This man is strong. I checked him out. I saw that if I can live with him and he's taking good of himself, we can last long. Why would you want to deny me my happiness? So give me the fair chance to enjoy.
I can see you have something on your lips. Let's
I
hear.
was just thinking, what are you going to check?
Like I mentioned,
You see,
your physique, your
I
physique
mean,
and
yeah.
everything. I'll take that into
Is
consideration.
that really important?
yeah, it's
To
very
me,
important. It's very important.
I need to know.
But you know what?
I need to know, seriously, yeah.
Getting married to, let's say, you spoke about the man side. I want to turn it
Touch
to
on
the
it, yeah.
woman. So, okay, I'm a guy, young enough, and then lo and behold, I saw or maybe fell in love with this woman who is way older than me. I was just reading something and it says that women like maybe getting to like 50s, then they lose interest in maybe like sex.
Really?
You see. So I mean,
Come again, women.
yeah,
Women in their
Interest,
50s lose
yes.
interest in sex.
in sex.
Really? This is
We
really
need to
new.
research
It's
So
really
so
new to
so
me.
well, you are married. I mean,
But we'll come to the pros and cons of
having
it.
having physical, I mean, checking all these things, and then you get married, and then maybe she's not all that.
It
kind
doesn't
of
work
like,
out the way you intended.
yeah, just like the way you are going to check out your man, make sure that okay,
What if
everything.
things change? What
yeah.
if there are
Exactly.
But you know that
eventualities and all of that? I understand you perfectly. Yeah.
There are people with different blood groups, different texture of skin. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
just the texture of your
Different
skin
genotypes
also,
and all
yes.
of that, yeah.
Mhm.
So will that really, as you're saying, will that, it wouldn't, I don't think, will it cut across all sides?
Oh, I mean, you see, when we understand how the human body is, I mean, she started off saying that someone who like cited the example of Uncle Ebo White taking care of himself. I mean, you see the person and you know that look, this guy is fit. I mean, he's
He's old
strong.
by his fit.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also, so a whole lot of things can happen within a split seconds of a month, a day, or maybe seconds or
But
minutes.
there is a saying that if you want to marry someone, you want to enter into a relationship or think of marriage, as I said earlier on, you can look at the mom or the dad.
Then you know.
You can see the future of the woman or the man.
But,
Okay.
but their destiny is not
It's not the same.
as
Yeah.
as to your destiny.
Okay.
It's not the same.
Let
Yeah,
me
yeah.
tell you.
With that, I agree with me. You can't just judge someone by their parents' life, how they've lived their life. You cannot do that. That one is really
But they have
out
the
of
same
place.
blood running
If
through
it
them.
doesn't matter, they have various individual personalities. The children of the family are basically like passengers in a bus.
Wow.
And the driver and the mates are the owners, like the father and the mother. You understand? I mean, you are just a common passenger on that bus. You can't just compare me by how by passenger
but sometimes it's sometimes way because you have a little
I understand that it works. It works, but you shouldn't think that your soul you shouldn't base your argument or the means to chastise me that so and so is working out for them or it's working out for them. Mommy is still pretty at 60, so it's likely that Amma too when she's 60 should be pretty. No, that's not okay. What if something happens?
Exactly. That is where I was coming to.
Let me
because anything can happen.
Yeah.
With even what he was she's saying about Uncle White, the minute or a month, I mean, how I'm not saying
no one knows tomorrow.
No,
I understand
exactly.
You. But I'm not cutting you, Granny. Just so I don't forget. You see, you've gone to the altar. You said your vows. You've promised each other till death do you part. So at that moment, it's your family. It's your everything. Whether or not the marriage lasts for 2 hours, you've done your bit. There's not you can't control it. You don't have any power to control how nature works or how events play out. So that one is not my headache. Seriously, it's not my worry. Or at that moment, what is so important to me is that I love the man he loves me, no matter how old he is. I don't care. Seriously, what happens tomorrow, I don't have any control over it. So that one, if touchwood, he dies, he's dead. What can I do? I can't do anything about it. I'll mourn him for whatsoever years maybe. And then we'll move on. Yes, so I don't think it's something
looking
that I
at
should worry
this
about.
situation, what do you think are some of the advantages with such situations? You've met a man, you are so much in love. Because I know this has been a problem for most people in this kind of our current century. It's been a problem. You've met a man, you've met a woman, you are way back older or younger than him or her. What do you think are the pros and cons that you may face as you're in a relationship? Let me start.
Well, for the pros and cons, well, your immediate family, which is your mom, your dad, or your sisters, may oppose it.
So let me ask this question: if they oppose it, should you still?
Yeah, you can still pursue. You can just try as much as possible if you can convince them.
Yeah.
If it works, I mean, sometimes they will start to be a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
But as time goes on and
We agree.
still insisting, they will agree, and they will just give you the green light, because after all, it's you, your life.
Yeah.
That
How you want to live it, yeah.
Exactly.
So
So on this particular one, I agree with me. It doesn't really matter what's going on in the family, how they buy your idea of marrying an old man, quote unquote. You really have to assess yourself and know who you are, what you want, and how you want your life to play out. Yes, you can take advices and all of that. You can take a cue from how mommy's life played out. But don't let that be a preamble. Don't set mommy's life or daddy's life or their married life as a preamble for your own life. It's not going to work out like that. Life, yes, we understand that there are certain rules and regulations that you have to follow, certain lessons that we have to learn or take from older men. But don't define yours by how theirs play out. You have to own your own life and see how it plays out. Maybe you change history. Maybe you change the status quo. Yours is going to be the first that has ever happened.
So yes,
and to add it to it, you should be ready to face any trouble or hardship that comes with it.
So what's your opinion? What is your suggested age difference on both sides?
Oh, well, I mean, if you want to get married, then
for the side, maybe
for me,
the man or the side of a woman. What's your standard age?
It's
or you recommend
five, or I mean, if it's too much.
More than 5 or below 5? More. What about below?
Below, it can be maybe like 3 years or 4 years.
For me, I think it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter whether it's.
Can you please give us your final word?
Well, I advise young guys and girls out there that if you're of age and you have the means to live with someone or to enter into a relationship with someone or get married, I beg your pardon, do not check how old they are. Yes, you can take that into consideration. But if you really love the person, if love comes to play, and they are older than you too much, you know what you want, go in for it, and then don't let anything stop you.
Any
Well, I would say just age is just a number. So when you get to know or you are in love with someone who is older than you, just go into it. But just that remember to know that anything or any trouble or any hazards that comes with it, I mean, you are ready to face it.
viewers, any hazards, any problems out there coming out of that situation, you should be ready for it. Pat is saying, if you think you are in love, because love is the greatest of all, if you think you are in love, you can go in for it. This is Real Life Talk Show. It's a great place where you can hear more, understand, find solutions to all your real life issues. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Please comment. It's very, very important to us. And share our video. Thank you.